Hey guys, so right now I'm not at home. I'm actually somewhere across the world, traveling, meeting new people, and experiencing new things. But I'm still going to get these YouTube videos out for you guys, so let's get straight into it. Now, the title of this video is Top 10 Red Flags in Women, okay? These are my personal top 10 red flags you guys need to be aware of when it comes to taking women seriously. The ones you're thinking of making your girlfriend or your wife. So let's get straight into it. Now, the first red flag is a woman who doesn't love and stand by God. And this is a red flag because if her religious views don't align with yours, then you'll have arguments over small things. And over time, they'll build up so much to the point where you'll have to split up, bro. For example, right? Let's say you have kids with a woman who doesn't love and stand by God like you. And the next thing you know, she's giving your kids pork, right? When you know it shouldn't be eaten as it's an unclean animal. Small examples like that will happen so much to the point where you won't even like or love that woman anymore, bro. So look out for this red flag and don't ignore it. Because personally, this is my biggest one, right? She needs to stand by God. Now, the second red flag is a woman who disrespects her family, especially her dad. And this is a red flag because if she disrespects her family, her own blood, where she came from, then she'll try to disrespect you too, obviously. You don't want a girl who tries to shout, swear, or God forbid, tries to be violent with you. Imagine you've been out working and conquering the world throughout your day, and you come home to a woman trying to shout, swear, or be violent with you. After working hard all day, you don't want that as a man. You want peace and you want quiet. That's a very masculine trait for a woman to do, okay? So always analyze how a woman treats her family and even her friends too, if I'm honest. Now, the third red flag is a woman who can't cook, clean, or wash. And this is a red flag because hygiene is very important, but also the bare minimum at the same time. I always say, right, I don't care who you are, you should be able to cook food, clean up your household, or wash clothes unless you're disabled. And I'm being serious, I'm not saying that as a joke. And my other reason for this red flag is because us men and women have roles to play in relationships. Men go out and conquer the world, providing for our families and being capable of protecting them. Women stay back and maintain the household while raising up our children. So if a woman can't cook, clean, or wash herself, or for you, right, then here's a newsflash for you. She won't do it when you are married either, okay? Now, the fourth red flag is a woman who's not coachable. And this is a red flag because if she won't allow you to lead her, then your relationship will not progress and it won't improve in the future. If she's been with other guys before you, right, and doesn't allow you to lead her, then do you know what that means? That means she's hanging on to the things that she's learned from her exes. And she's not willing to unlearn them and relearn with you. Let me say that again so you understand, right? That means she's hanging on to the things she's learned from her other exes and she's not willing to unlearn them and relearn with you. Now, a woman doesn't have to agree with you on everything because none of us are perfect, right? But if you see that she's consistently disagreeing with you on things, don't take her seriously because she's not going to change. Now, the fifth red flag is a woman who goes out 24/7. And this is a red flag because if she's always going out, then she's getting approached by guys way more than girls who don't go out all of the time. And if she's getting approached by all of these guys, do you think she's going to say no to all of them? Of course not. So what does that mean? That means her body count is going to be higher than most average girls. Now, how does that relate to you? That relates to you because since she'll be used to hopping from guy to guy, it'll be harder for her to build an attachment with you, okay? Which means any arguments you guys have, big or small, she'll be more tempted to go out, seek validation elsewhere, and potentially cheat on you, right? And besides, imagine taking a girl seriously who goes out 24/7. When you take her out on dates and you're seeing guys say hey to her because she's well known, that's going to emasculate you, okay? It's gonna make you feel like an idiot. Just have fun with girls who go out a lot. Don't sell them a dream and don't waste your time, okay? Now, the sixth red flag is a girl who seeks validation from social media. And this is a big red flag because that means she's addicted to likes, comments, and followers. Now, why is this bad for you? Because it doesn't matter how much you show her love, okay? She won't be satisfied until she gets the same validation from all of her simps, right, on her social media platforms. Girls who are influenced or just love to post on social media, they are too far gone, bro. And I'm not even going to lie to you. Just don't even bother, bro, okay? They're not worth your time. Now, the seventh red flag is a woman who's a feminist. And this is a red flag because feminists believe men and women are equal when we are not. Her being a feminist means she won't submit to you as a man. And if a woman isn't submissive for you, then you'll never get her very best in a relationship, okay? Feminists believe men and women are equal. But if we had to go to war by force on the front lines, they'd go back to the kitchen real quick, bruv, okay? It's all bullshit. Listen, personally, don't even have fun with feminists. Just move on to the next one because they'll never fully respect men being a feminist, okay? Men and women are not equal. We are unique in our own ways and we play different roles. You feel me? Now, the eighth red flag is a woman who supports LGBTQs, and this is a major red flag. And I'll just say it how it is for you guys. The world is trying to push that LGB and so on agenda on everyone in order to reduce the population and drift us away from God. Now, this is also a red flag because imagine if you have kids with a woman who supports that agenda. She'll be out here telling your kids it's okay to transform and be a part of this whole rainbow stuff, if you know what I mean, okay? God made men and women to be together, nothing else, and everything else is demonic. There are only two genders, right? And that will never change, guys, okay? That will never, ever change. Now, the ninth red flag is a woman who has guy friends. And this is a red flag because the only reason she has guy friends is because they want to fuck her, okay? But she's just keeping them in the friend zone. The idea that men and women can have platonic friendships is fake. But don't be fooled. Even though her guy friends are in the friend zone, she still could have fucked them, given them some head, or sent them nudes in the past. Guys being in the friend zone, it just means a woman's keeping them there while she hopes her dream man will come and take her one day, okay? And if he never comes, guess what? They'll be her backup options, right? Now, if a woman is willing to cut off contact with her guy friends, then you can take her seriously. But if she's not going to drop them for you, then don't bother. Ask yourself, you're with me to get attention, time, money, and sex. Why do you need other men too? Don't be fooled, bro, okay? Don't be fooled. And the 10th and final red flag is a woman who has multiple baby daddies and kids who aren't yours, by the way. Please, please, please don't take these women seriously. This is a red flag because number one, ask yourself, why couldn't she keep at least one of those guys? For all of those to not work out, she must be saying and doing some toxic things, and there's a side to her that you've never seen and you want to avoid, okay? Number two, it doesn't matter if she does everything you want and loves you like crazy. You will never be her true love. you'll always be the other option because one of her baby dads was her true love. It just never worked out. So she had to settle with you at the end of her love life, okay? You don't work hard to pick a woman and be her final option, bro, okay? And number three, imagine if you took a woman with multiple baby dads seriously and you were having a kid together and it was your first kid, okay? At the birth, it's just another kid for her. But for you, it's your first kid together, so it'll be more meaningful to you when it should be more meaningful to her. Now, the women with only one baby dad and one kid are different. It's not always their fault for being in that situation because there are some weird guys out there, okay? But you still want to be careful because when guys get with women who have kids that aren't theirs, they put themselves in the position where they are now responsible for that kid, but they don't have the authority to discipline that kid as much as they would just because that kid isn't theirs, okay? So let's recap on all of the red flags briefly, guys. Number one, a woman who doesn't love God. Number two, a woman who disrespects her parents. Number three, a woman who can't cook, clean, or wash. Number four, a woman who's not coachable. Number five, a woman who goes out 24/7. Number six, a woman who seeks validation from social media. Number seven, a woman who's a feminist. Number eight, a woman who supports LGB and so on. Number nine, a woman who has guy friends. And number 10, a woman who has multiple baby daddies and kids. And here's something I'm going to make clear for you. These are red flags for if you are looking to take a woman seriously. A lot of you men in today's society pick the wrong women. I've seen so many of you guys do it as I've been growing up. And it annoys me when I see it because I know you guys can do so much better. So I made this video to help you and save you from potentially making the wrong choices in the future. Now, if you enjoyed this video, then leave a like and comment. Subscribe for more because I've got way more content for you guys. And add my Instagram too. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time, guys. Peace.